I want to tell you something nobody is going to tell you because it's not the kind of thing people are supposed to say out loud. You're probably not stuck because you don't know what to do. You're stuck because you're too smart. That's the problem. Your intelligence, the thing you've been praised for your whole life, the thing you're proud of, the thing you think is going to be your edge, it's the exact thing holding you in place. And until you see how, you're going to keep spinning in the same loop, wondering why nothing changes. Here's what actually happens inside your head when you try to start something. You think of the idea, and before you even move, you start running simulations. What if it fails? What if people laugh? What if my family finds out? What if I put 6 months into it and it goes nowhere? And every one of those simulations feels like thinking. It feels like planning. It feels like being responsible. But it's not. It's your brain running 1,000 versions of a future that doesn't exist and using that as an excuse to not build the one that does. Dumb people can't do this. That's their advantage. They can only see 1 or 2 steps ahead, so they just start. And while you're in your head running scenario number 47, they're on scenario 1 in real life, learning more in an afternoon than you've learned in a year. I'll tell you exactly how this looked for me. When I was trying to start this channel, I didn't lack ideas. I didn't lack the gear. I didn't lack the time. What I had was intelligence that wouldn't stop working against me. I'd have an idea for a video and immediately see every way it could go wrong. What if my friends found the channel? What if people thought I sounded stupid? What if I picked the wrong topic and got locked into a niche I didn't even like? I'd rewrite the script in my head. I'd imagine the comments. I'd see the whole thing fail before I'd recorded a single second of it. And I called all of that thinking. I called it planning. I called it making sure I did it right. It wasn't. It was me using my own brain as the tool that kept me exactly where I was. The people who had channels I admired weren't smarter than me. They just weren't smart enough to talk themselves out of starting. Here's what I want you to actually understand. Your intelligence isn't helping you. It's hiding you. It's giving you a way to feel like you're doing something while you're doing nothing. Every hour you spend analyzing, planning, researching, weighing, optimizing before you've even started, that's not work. That's a really sophisticated form of procrastination. And it feels different because it's dressed up in words like strategy and due diligence and making sure I do this the right way. But strip the costume off and it's the same thing as scrolling on your phone. It's avoidance. It's just smarter avoidance. And smarter avoidance might be the worst kind because it convinces you that you're the exception. The people beating you right now aren't outworking you. They're not more talented, they're not more motivated, they just can't see as far ahead as you can, so they don't get paralyzed by what they see. They start, they make something bad, they notice what's wrong, they make the next one a little less bad. They repeat that loop 1,000 times while you're still trying to get the first version perfect in your head. That's the entire difference. So here's what you do, and it's the opposite of what your intelligence is going to tell you to do. You stop trying to think your way there. You stop researching. You stop planning the perfect version. You stop waiting to understand it before you begin. You pick the dumbest, simplest version of the thing you want to build and you make it today. Not the polished version, not the right version, the embarrassing version, the one you'd be ashamed to show anyone. Because that version teaches you more in 1 day than 6 months of thinking ever will. Your brain will hate this, and that's exactly how you know it's working. You're not stuck because you don't know enough. You're stuck because you know too much. And the only way out is to do something so small and so rough that there's nothing left to think about. Your intelligence got you this far. It's not gonna get you the rest of the way. Put it down, just for today, and move.